Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Hunter, and I am very excited to bring you this camper. It's my first look into a 2023 Riverstone Reserve. So, without further ado, it's the 2023 Riverstone Reserve 3670RL, RL standing for rear living. So it's a pretty awesome setup. It's got the decorator white decor. 23 also brings some decal changes on the outside, a couple minor changes on the inside. All things I think that you will enjoy. And I am in a sales position here at RV Nation in Ohio. This is the back end of our service center. So if you guys are in the market and you like what I do here, my contact information is down in the description. I would love to hear from you, see if we can work up some business. I genuinely think we are an amazing place to purchase from. We got great prices, a huge service center. I mean, this is just the back of it. All paved lots, 350 campers in inventory. This place is pretty awesome. Whew, I just recorded this video once and well, I didn't realize I fat fingered the record button, so I talked to myself for about 30 minutes. So I'm feeling a little bit loopy, but today I'm gonna do about 20 to 25 minutes, start on the inside, work my way outside, show you some things that I in particular enjoy about this camper. But again, it's the 2023 Riverstone Reserve 3670RL. And if you guys want things like weight, length, awning size, all that good stuff, I'll put that down in the description of this unit, along with a link to the manufacturer. But I got the AC going on in this bad boy, so take a listen real quick. Might not even pick it up on the camera mic. It is quiet. I love what Riverstone does with those nice low profile quiet ACs. They're a little bit more efficient, but if nothing else, they are just pretty darn silent. So right when you walk in, this thing's got the wow factor. You got opposing slides here in this rear living setup, and that really opens it up and shows off the wide body construction that all Riverstones have in common. So 101 inches from wall to wall. They're also 3-inch thick walls, which I'll show you a little bit better on the exterior portion of this tour, but 3-inch thick walls. Most campers, even high quality campers, are gonna be 2 inches. But what that wide body construction allows you to do is check out all this space here. You got a really large island, but it doesn't feel cumbersome. It doesn't stop you from walking around and doing what you wanna do. There is tons of room in this camper, which I absolutely love. Now on the camp side, people always love windows. So I love how they put kind of the seating side on this side, and then, you know, very few windows except for that back one on this side. But this is your kitchen and your entertainment. So they did a really good job thinking about how you're going to be using this. Both of these opposing slides are going to be what I would call a super slide. See if I can straighten out that camera a little bit. There you go. They're going to be a super slide. Since this is a full body construction as well, or a full profile camper, meaning the roof is pretty much flat from end to end, it really allows you to have a much taller setup. So the interior space, you know, I'm 6 feet tall, and check this out on the slide. I just think that's a really nice, you know, buying feature, selling feature, whatever you want to call it. I just think it's pretty nice. You know, that's probably about 6'8", 6'9", something around, you know, that. What it also leads to is these really nice big windows for an amazing view. New to the 23 Riverstone Reserve, they're going with the dual pane windows, which is nice to not have to, you know, select that or you don't get it. So now they're coming with it. Each one of these opens up so you can get a really nice cross breeze, and they all come with a day shade and a night shade so you can get your Dracula on, you know, or of course you can have no shade and you know, bada bing bada boom, you're good to go. Right here, this whole slide is going to be your seating slide, your comfortable slide. You got a little breakfast nook with a small little mini table. It also has these little cubbies, but you can also order 2 extra chairs, so that way you can pull this out, put a little table insert, and you can sit down for 4, whether you're having breakfast or reading a book or maybe playing some euchre, you know, you're good to go. You just grab that with a firm hand, pull it out, you know, and you can use your imagination when you drop down that table. Room for 4. That's pretty nice. Now, if you guys want to pause the screen and read that, I'm not going to go over it, but give you a nice little view. Ask yourself why Riverstone and Reserve. Kind of goes over, you know, some of the things that I'll get into, like the walls, the insulation, you know, the awnings are metal encased, which is, you know, a big added plus. But they also use a wool insulation. So this camper is rated between 0 and 100 degrees, which is a very, very underrated, you know, feature to have in a camper. You know, most of them don't have that level of insulation, and it really hurts you when it's 20 degrees out or so. Another thing that I like, which, you know, I don't know if it's new or if I just haven't noticed it before, the way they ran their outlets is pretty darn cool. You got your two normal outlets, you have a USB, and then whatever they call that one, that's like the new one that they use. You know, is that a lightning cable? I think. Maybe drop in the comments if you know what that is. Mini USB, something like that. I got to get hip with the times on some of these. Lighting fixture here, looking real nice and fancy. These are clickers, if you would like. They also run off the Firefly system, which I'll show you that here in a little bit when we get to the control panel. They're all also manually, which I'll show you right over here. A lot of these are on dimmers, so you can actually kind of set the mood, bring down some of this light bright if you don't want, or you could shut it off altogether. And there's literally accent lighting, you know, all over the bottom of this camper. They did a really good job of thoughtfulness on this when it comes to the core. Even something as silly as the TV being right across from your theater seating, which, by the way, are powered. Seeing that you're spending a good chunk of change, having power seating, you know, is a nice feature, you know, to have and enjoy. They also have a built-in USB port so you can charge your phone, and then they have a little light for inside the cup holders. So power theater seating, right across again. This absolutely gargantuan TV. I don't know what the size is. I'm gonna guess 65 inches. This is bigger than the one that I've got in my house. Really, really nice. It also has the JBL sound bar. And if you guys aren't familiar with these things get absolutely bumping. Really nice. Storage, you got 3 of those. And pretty much everything that pulls out in this camper all has the soft close, which is super nice. But check that out. Boom, doesn't slam down on you. Underneath, you have a little bit of storage right there, where maybe you could put like a DVD player. You got all your plug-ins for any devices, maybe PlayStation, Xbox, or something like that. You're also going to have an electric fireplace that has 3 different lighting modes. There's going to be white, blue, and orange. Actually, there might be 4. I think there's a red as well. So 3 to 4. They hired me because I'm friendly. But it has a setting that goes all the way up to 100 degrees. So you get some serious output out of that. And with that, this whole room can be heated just off that fireplace on a day, you know, where it's about 40 degrees. On this back wall right here, tons of storage there up above. You also have a fan to help circulate some of the air, but really nice and open windows. Again, dual pane, tinted glass, really nice. This right here is a very large tri-fold sofa, and it'll pull out, you know, all the way to about right here for a full-size queen. So although this is maybe more of a traditional of a couples coach, you do have the ability to sleep, you know, 1 to 2 extra folks when you need, whether you're bringing grandkids or friends, you know, whatever it is that you're bringing, whoever it is that you're bringing. I'm fumbling around. Like I said, just did this video twice. Feeling a little crazy. Outlets here. And then another set of outlets right there. So I like what they did. And then these are going to be the manual controls. So slide, living room ceiling, kitchen ceiling. And let me show you what I mean. So anytime you see these little arrows, that means they're on a dimmer. So even the accent lighting is on a dimmer. But for now, I'll show you the kitchen ceiling. So 1 click is off. 1 more click is on. And then you push and hold, and it'll dim down. See how it's getting a little bit duller? And then you keep holding it, and it goes right back up, you know, to its brightest setting. So I think that is pretty nice. It's a little extra, a little luxury feel to it. Never hurts anybody. All right. Along this slide, you're gonna have your entertainment, your refrigerator, and some counter space, and a ton of storage. So these two, this one's gonna be a little bit more open. That's gonna be segmented with pull-out drawers. All of these have a little lip on them, by the way, to help keep some stuff in. I have seen a couple cool things where people put the little mesh netting right there, which I thought was pretty neat. I think it's a pretty good idea. But even these are going to be on that soft close, and they're magnetic latches with a little copper tab right there. But check that out. So you don't have to worry about it, you know, clanging and banging or smashing any fingers. This is going to be the subwoofer, just stored in here for now. This unit is available, not sold, and yeah. So we haven't quite prepped it up quite yet for it. Should be getting delivered here soon though, I would imagine. So even these are on soft close. Countertops are called, what are these called? Kolkata countertops. So much upgraded countertops. If for some reason, if you were to cut a little circle out of this, it would actually have the same design all the way through. It's just something handy to know. This is new to the 23s, a different backsplash, and as you can see, there are individual tiles. So if one breaks, you know, you can just pop in a new one. Right here, you got some good old storage. And this is one piece, both of them. Again, the magnetic latches with the copper tabs and the soft close. So plenty of storage right here. And then underneath this counter, these are going to be the same on both sides as well. So one big pull-out drawer. And again, all one piece. And then accent lighting runs pretty much the entirety of the slide and then the island itself. So they went with the black, whatever you want to call that, the downside, the bottom half of it. You know, it's all black again with the white countertops. Just adds to the really nice, you know, the balance of this room, especially with that stone gray flooring. Just looks really sharp. Dishwasher. So that's always a good feature to have. Everyone always comments on that. Look how big that drawer is. Two big stainless steel bowls, along with a high-rise faucet. Hit all your dishes up. Place for your sponge. And then right here, you have a pull-out garbage can. And boom, some access to your plumbing and a little extra storage. If you guys have made it this far, if you guys don't mind hitting that like and subscribe, maybe comment with something I can do differently for you next time. Above the island, you have an infinity light, always a Riverstone classic for me. I like the way those look. Pretty fancy-pantsy. Fantastic fan right there to kind of help, you know, keep things churning, keep things circulating. And then your Samsung residential refrigerator. So this is a really nice selling feature for more of a full-time camper. This is a residential refrigerator all the way. So we haven't put it together yet, but as you can imagine, you know, it's better than most people's refrigerators in their home. I know it is mine. And then the freezer, two pull-out drawers. And then above, you have some storage right here sitting on a strut. And this looks like they put in the tops for the sink. So that's going to be a bamboo sink cover. It also doubles up as a cutting board, so that would go right on top of that. And this is going to be your storage, or your kind of driving mode for the refrigerator. You put it in right there, and you twist, 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 and that's what keeps your doors from flying open while you're driving like a madman down the road. And then it brings us right over to here. More accent lighting on either side of the oven, more countertop space, more storage. You got this massive, massive microwave. This thing is awesome, Samsung. Storage all the way up and around. This is going to be the same on left and right. And here up above. And then you could even sneak a couple little knick-knack items there up top, I suppose, if you wanted to. But if you guys aren't familiar with RV ovens, this is the Insignia. It's the industry's largest oven. You have your 4 stovetop burners. And then check that out. I mean, you could cook a full Thanksgiving meal in that. No problemo. That's going to be your fuse box. This is your tire pressure monitoring system, so that way you can monitor, you know, the levels of your tires and the heat. Avoid a little blowout. It's a really nice safety feature to have. And this is going to be your Furrion Vision S. This is the 7-inch screen, so this bad boy probably has the 4-camera safety system, which we'll get to here on the exterior portion of this tour. And then on this side, Outlets, control for the max fan. Again, you got yourself your tiles. And I forgot to show you something that is important, and it just jogged my memory as I saw that outlet. On this one, they do have outlets, so fear no more. Outlet here, outlet there. Yeah, but I think that about wraps it up here for this room. Let me give you another little look in here. Then we'll move towards the bathroom and the bedroom. And again, appreciate you guys all for watching. All right, so we got our door heading up towards the bathroom and the bedroom. You got yourself a really nice grab handle, very, very sturdy. Little night lights, central vac system, more storage. And then behind this door is going to be your control panel. So climate control. I got this thing set up, going, got the AC running at 72 in the bedroom, 80 out here in the living room. And I've only had this on for probably about 20 minutes. And keep in mind, it was 95 out. When I first turned it on, it was about 95 in this camper. So it's doing really well for the time that it's had. Master light on and off. You can also tell all your tank levels. Electric, just kind of gives you some of those nerdy little stats. All your lights, if you don't want to do the manual buttons that are all around this camper, you can do it right here. You want the kitchen ceiling off? Click of a button. Turn it back on. Click of a button. Truma AquaGo. So that's going to be, well, I'm sure you guys know what that is. Basically your water heater. But yeah, you can also control it all from your phone with the Myra app. Pretty slick. Get all your slides going in and out for you, no problem. Give you a nice little view here of this flooring. You have a window, and even this opens up for a nice cross breeze, even though it's in the hallway. They didn't forget about it. You also got yourself your day shade and your night shade. Bathroom got a nice little makeover, so you got a little bit of a darker gray here in the shower. Looking real nice. You also have some access to some sun for some natural lighting. Little bench right there, the 300-pound weight capacity. And then you have your tri-slide series, you know, glass door right here. But tri-slide, so that way, you know, they kind of, well, it slides into triples. But that way it's not so big and bulky as you're getting through. If you're a big guy like myself, you can get through that, no problem. They also added on the black countertop here in the bathroom, which I love. The backsplash, again, is the tile. Ceiling light and accent light, so click that right there. You're on and off. And then you got a lot of good storage here. So you got 3 of those. Access to your plumbing and a little trash can. Over on this side, you got your toilet. TP holder. Max air vent, which is going to be right there. Maybe a little towel. Some big towels. Then you got a lot of storage. You got 3 of these right here. Let me open them all up and I'll kind of run you through them. Whew. I just can't get over the fact that I've done this camper twice. I've been talking about this camper for over an hour and people are only going to see about 25 minutes of it. It's been a crazy day. It's been a crazy day for sure. A good day though. It's been a good day. Sold 2 RVs. That puts me at about, I think about 18 for the month or so. Heck, 4 of them are from this, 4 of them are from Instagram, or from YouTube. I think 2 from Instagram, and then the rest are just kind of from regular sales. In the bedroom, back area right there, got a little makeover. That backsplash is looking nice. I love how they put the white comforter on this. You know, as well, this bedroom is on a slide, so that's why it feels so spacious in here. You got a lot of walking room leading you to the washer and dryer. And right here, so ceiling is on a dimmer, but then you also have these reading lights. So that's a new button. I think that's pretty cool. They used to always be those clickers where you had to click them on and off, you know, but now, I mean, look at that. It's fancy, fancy, looking nice. On both sides to the left and right, you're gonna see that you have USBs and outlets. And then on this side, USB and outlet, along with the 2 little countertops. And then both sides are gonna be the same in terms of storage. As we flip it around, you got your, your dresser and your TV. Got an outlet. That was the solar on board. Just to let you know that there's solar here. So 2 of those, and then 2 of these. Again, these are all on soft close. A window here. It's also an emergency exit, so just pull that pin and pop it out. You're getting out of here in no time. Day shade, night shade. Some storage right there, and then underneath this, there's another pull tab for another little hidden storage area. Put your guns or maybe some of your jewelry. If you're, if you're kind of worried about some of that stuff. Nice little cubby hole right there for some storage. Splendide washer and dryer, and I love how they did this. Typically, you got to stack them, one on the other and secure them in there. But I love how they actually made this like shelving, so that's pretty cool. Let me close that real quick. Give you a little view of what that looks like closed up. Good looking, good looking. And there's your closet. Pretty big size closet. Again, I'm 6 feet tall. I'm standing in it. So that's nice. That's what that full body construction gets you. Nice and flat up here. If you're a mid-profile camper, this would be a really cramped up closet. You got the outlets and then your solar charge controller, just letting you know the solars are doing their job, juicing up that battery for you. Then you got a couple hangers and a nice hanging rack. And you even have some more outlets right there. And then this is going to be where you're going to run your feed for your satellite data cable. If you guys decide to get like Dish Network or, something like that in here. But I think that about wraps it up here for the inside portion of the store. Now I'll probably spend 5-6 minutes running around the outside. But if you guys like what you see so far, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for me. Give you one more little look around this. Then let's head outside. I love that decorator white. You can also get it in a darker decor, as well, if you're not as much of a fan of the white as I am. All right, let's get out of here. I'm hungry. I'm ready to eat. I think the kids are all gone today. We're gonna watch the, it used to be MTV The Challenge, but now it's, I guess, CBS The Challenge or something, but we freaking love that show. It's like a little game show and everyone competes. People get voted off. There's drama. It's the best. It's the best just for sitting down, wasting an hour, eating a steak with your lady. Doesn't get much better than that. All right. So if it hasn't been driven home yet, 2023 Riverstone Reserve 3670. They changed the front, they changed the side. You got some of the red streaking with the grays and the blacks. Let's look at the front of this thing. And it's a little dirty, just got pulled in from the manufacturer. No worries, it will get cleaned up and spit shined. LED strips running up either side. And then right here, you got another light to help you when you back in to this Rhino box. The Rhino box also allows you to have a little bit more closet space too, so that's why they put that head on there. Looks like it's prepped up for a generator. It'll run on LP, so if not, plenty of space. It's also 6-point auto leveling, which is always a nice feature to have. Another thing you get with the Riverstones is these absolutely massive propane tanks. So I believe it's 2 40-pounders, if I'm not mistaken. Slam latch doors, which is always nice. So, you can boom right there. Really nice thick doors. The Riverstone's got 3-inch construction too. This is the underside here of your road vac system. So that's going to be your, central vac. You have an outlet. Shows off some of that construction. All aluminum frame. The Riverstone Legacy Edition is steel. But, it's also kind of a turn-off point for some people because these things are so much lighter than the Riverstones. Some of those Riverstones are so freaking heavy. Can't believe they even make trucks that can pull them. Diamond plating here on the floor, so you can really rough it up and kind of do whatever you want. You got the manifold system in here, which is, I'm going to try to not crawl in this thing, but if you can see the labels there, what's nice about the manifold system is, you know, if just the sink in the bathroom's giving you a leak, you can shut off just the sink, which is a huge perk. You know, you don't have to not use your entire camper just because there's a leak in one area. If a faucet's running and it won't stop, shut it down. You're good to go. And there's an access panel right there. Just take out those screws, get in for some of your maintenance. Frameless windows, again, dual pane tinted. LED strip running around the awning right here, which is also metal wrapped, which is a perk. Couple outlets right here. Step above entry steps, so nice solid surface entry steps. Dual axle with the Goodyear tires. They also put on the Road Armor suspension by Lippert. Tire pressure monitoring system, that's indicated right there. You can see that. Also underneath this, let me flip this around. I think I can do that. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's all paneled off, so making maintenance easier. You know, it's all sectioned. Outside TV. They did order it with the second awning, which is a pretty smart move in my eyes. You know, just more areas to kind of sit down and chill, enjoy some shade. And then they also got the slide toppers on this, and those are metal wrapped as well, which you can see right there. I don't know what that guy was yelling while he's driving by. Hopefully the camera doesn't pick it up. It was not friendly. It does have a hitch on the back, a 300-pound rating. So it's going to be more for, like, you know, cargo, bike racks, things of that nature. It's also a fully walkable roof, so you can get on top with the ladder, check all your seals, check everything that you need, do all your yearly maintenance. And that right there is going to be your backup camera. So you can see what's going on behind you with distance markers, you know, along the way. Another thing that I think is pretty interesting is on the ladder, they actually angled it down like this. Some people would think that it's bent, but it was actually a pretty slick move, you know, because when you grab it, it really just helps you kind of put your foot up right there to climb up this thing, you know, a little bit easier. I'm not going to climb on top of it. It's got a 250-pound capacity. Unfortunately, your boy snacks on too many burgers for all that nonsense. Little storage right here. Low point drain is going to be right under here, along with your freshwater drain, if you guys can see it. LED lights on the outside. Your sewer water connection. Back end of the water heater. And this is going to be the other side here of the pass-through storage. It's also going to be your docking station. So you have your, you know, your water filter, your shower valve for hot and cold water, your battery disconnect, and then pretty much everything you could ever need for TV-wise. Winterization, city fixtures, fill tank, dry camping, fresh tank, you know, normal, bypass, black tank flush, inlet. If you're not familiar with the black tank flush, it's basically a sprinkler system for the inside of your sewer tank. You know, that way it kind of knocks off some of the nasty stuff. And those are all your valves for your black tank, galley tank, bath tank. In here, that's going to be all your hydraulics. This side's a little easier to see the manifold system. So that's what I was talking about when you can shut off each individual place. Pretty nice. And you can see there's a lot of them. They really thought that out. That's your inverter, 1,000-watt inverter. On the Riverstone Legacy, you'll actually get the 1,500 watt, but that's what allows you to convert, you know, the sun into power. Right there is going to be your leveling. So with the click of a button, you can auto level. In here, there's actually 2 battery trays, so you could put 4 batteries in this if you want. And those do pull out as well. And this has the 4-camera safety system, which I didn't show. I should have. But you got one on this side, one on the other side, one above your door, and one on the rear. And that can be all seen from that 7-inch monitor. But again, this was the 2023 Riverstone Reserve 3670 RL. My name is Hunter. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope to see you next time. See ya.